Okay, now we move on to another point, right? Another point related to traditional cultural values. Yeah. So, according to our lesson, you can see that what do we mean about traditions? Tradition refer to what? Refer to the handing down of beliefs, customs, opinion, and stories. So this is refer to tradition. So tradition refer to what? Refer to the handing down of beliefs, customs, opinions, and the stories. So can you give an example? Yeah, like here. All what we mentioned, that's you hearing, that you hearing from your parents. Yeah, this is like you learned. Yeah, you learned from your parents. Like we learned from our parents in the family. Okay, so this is what we hear from our parents. This is what we learn from our parents. For example, the stories. Sometimes the story that your parents that it like they learn from their parents. Then the good story that educate the child or the children. Then they educate us by telling us not to do like that, not to do like this. Like the story changing growth. This is the good story, right? That you have already learned, and you finish one course already, right? So the story that you learn, that is very good about the story of changing growth, right? Say changing growth. So a stupid child, alright, a stupid child, right? That they get married, something like that, So something child did something very stupid in the story, right? Okay. So this is a story that you learn from. Then about beliefs. Belief. You can learn from your parents. Like most of our culture, right? Most of our cultures, my tradition, what? Our parents just go to like in Khmer, Vương Bon, something like that, Go to doing like that, Then our children, right? Our children, or we, you and I, right? Just observe, right? Just see what our parents do or did, then we can follow up.
And the parent to teach his children about uh, respect to Buddha and and also festival, some festival.
Yeah, okay, you are right. Yeah, you are right. Actually, like you and I, right? Yeah, we get education from our parents,
Yeah.
right? That they give us, right, all what he, right, such as belief and even the opinion. Opinion refer to the way we think, right? The way we think. Then they tell us, right?
Yeah.
They tell us
Hello.
something like that,
Hello.
Okay.
No. Hello.
Okay, thank you. And we move on to another point that is related to, let's say, we keep on. This is what parents say and passing from one generation to other. Like passing from mean that, like your parents just passed away, my parents just passed away, but we learn from our parents, right? Then what we have, what our tradition, what our tradition is, we can teach our children to learn, from us. That this is the way, the way that passing from one to another. Sometimes the people around us, they can also learn from what we do, right? As the tradition, all right. So if we mean about the tradition, that is like a big meaning, a broad meaning to say, right? But this is what the lesson mean here. Okay. Then we move on to a culture. Actually, the word culture we have already mentioned in the previous lesson, right? In the previous lesson, we mentioned much on the word culture, but here in our lessons, and it's at more our culture. The culture refers to the way of life of a group of people, right? So culture refer to according to the, let's say, the scholar or anthropologist that studies about humankind, right? And he defines that a culture is that what? The way we act, right? The way we eat, the way we dress. Yeah. So this is including a culture. But here it's a similar what he defines like that, you know. So a culture refers to the way of life of a group of people. All right. So the way of life of a group of people. So the way of you yourself, the way of me myself, the way of the people live, right? The way of the people doing every day, right? And culture related to the tradition, right? Okay. So the lesson is finished about traditions and culture. Yeah. So can you add an idea?
Between the tradition and the culture, the same meaning.
Yeah, the same meaning.
Yeah.
So why you say it is the same meaning?
Traditional.
Yes. So it like a similar, right? Yeah. So it's like a group, right? A group of it's like what it's mean like a tradition. You can see that tradition. What is it? And a culture, the way of life of people living. But when we live and what we do, all right, what we do, right? So here we say the way of life of a group of people. Yeah, like a group of the people and a group of your family, right? A group of your family living and a group of my family living, right? That is a culture, right? So the way I do, right? The way I do, like say in our language, say từ thừa bon, từ thừa bon thừa tiên, chun bài sầm lo đó là phụ mà đai. This is a good way to do, right? All right. Okay. So if we mean about culture, I just let's talk about a culture refer to what we act, right? We dress, we eat, we do, Okay, something like that,
Traditional and culture, I understand, but I difficult to tell you.
Okay, never mind, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I think today is all right
Yeah.
for our lesson.
Yeah.
So don't forget to go to purpose of life
Yeah.
and don't do like the student doing in our story. Okay, don't do like that. The student that in our lesson that he did by what by falling down, right,
Yeah.
from the top building, then kill themselves. Don't do like that, right?
Yeah.
But here we go. Yeah, this is a good way to be, a good way to be that you can understand about tradition,
Yeah.
culture. So different culture, different people, different country,
Yeah.
different group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a lot of cultures in the world.
Yeah.
I cannot count.
Yeah.
I cannot count it all, right? Because a lot. Okay. So thank you so much for today, and goodbye, everybody. Thank you.